What's up? Those posters didn't photograph well at all because of the glare. Yeah, I tried to get the best. Come on, focus, focus, focus. This damn
Before I say, I'd like to say that I've had sort of a catastrophe on packaging. And I'm doing a project that would involve a number of pieces that were related, such as a campaign would be good for my portfolio. So I decided to choose a product, seltzer beverage. I would name the product and then do the ad campaign based on that. So I chose the name Flame. I decided to package it. I decided to use this gradation as a way to identify the flavor. These will be type, same color all the way through. I've been trying to solve different. What I did is I corked them. And I did these last week and they're sort of damp. But I did a second set last night and corks. I had soaked the corks, so they were wet on the way to school. Sort of thing. The first page you can see with the standard frame with the airline tickets, visa, and hotel and food. I have another idea for a TV commercial, but I have to work that out.
You're then limited to what we got to offer. Color could be an interesting addition to the type. And maybe something that's done in the spirit of your logo, possibly. Or a fine line, all cap typeface except for the word fling that really takes off, like your logo does, is something that you like. Right? It doesn't.
I kind of agree with Bob. I like the center area just being white and stuff. Just tip it down so that you have more negative space in between your headline and your image. Because right now it's equal with the bottom.
And that's what my intentions were to have these seen with the same name. It's a little difficult to draw.
Why don't you draw the headline like you drew the logo type? You made up that logo type, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think that might get to be overkill. Yeah. And also, I don't think that you'd want to have the whole headline the same face as your logo type, aside from legal ramifications, copyright, ramifications. It would be difficult, for instance, to copyright that typeface on that logo if you use it in a sentence. Okay? Yeah, it's one of those unfortunate problems that we have. But it doesn't have to be as heavy-handed as what he's got there, nor as industrially oriented, as he's got there. You can still have some verb. You could take a thin face, for instance, and bounce the type. I mean, there's all sorts of things that you ought to be trying.
Don't you think that your headline should end with an exclamation point? As
I
opposed
thought
to a
about
period?
that.
it would be nice if you change your type and the word flame has that movement, you know, that it does here, and then you have an exclamation point at the end that has that same kind of movement, you know that.
The intention of this is like a tablet circle.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say something with a little bit more pizzazz. And you should have a comma after it in the sentence, just grammatically would be correct. Sorry. Well, I hate this because I
After
put
flame?
something.
Is that what you
No,
said?
after it. Have your flaming drinking too.
Oh.
Just, I mean, I think, you know, whatever you're showing.
You can get away with stuff like this.
Last week it's Tuesday. They switched it to Tuesday.
Why don't you take some of the first time home, like tomorrow? Okay, go ahead. Anything else you want to tell us about?
No, other than the Mother Goose piece that's going to be finished soon, is I'm just working on a lot of pen and ink spot illustrations.
Any one of these that you're particularly pleased with?
Honestly, I'm pleased with the way most of them turned out. The man on the moon thing is my favorite. I don't know why it's my favorite, but I'm fairly happy with the way most of the things turned out. I went back and reworked a lot of things on it.
Now, what would this be? Is this a poster?
Yes.
But that's a spread.
Yes, it's paper.
So is it nothing up there?
Yes.
Tell us, like, how you're going to present these in the final? Because I don't remember what you were doing. Like, which one?
So I keep like a running workbook type sketchbook. So it'll be in something other than this, but my sketchbook's going to be in it too, which has a lot of ideas for my own children's book that I'm working on.
What typeface are you using?
This one?
Yeah.
This one's going to be the hand-lettered type.
Oh, good. I like that piece very much. Pretty nice. Possibly the top of the time blues might stick out a little bit more on the green. It's sort of pretty close to the same value. You might want to do something that separates it slightly.
The moon isn't really, well, I just,
Do something about this and this, and possibly these two. I mean, if everything else is previous, then yeah.
oh, I see what you
Part of
mean.
it. It's all about, particularly, behind the shoulders of the head. I'm forced to kind of look at that. And the environment really want to be the environment. It should just be the foil for the subject. The subject is about the sky. The subject is nice. And their flowers, very loud.
I love it. This piece of work.
I have a lot of problems with that. When I transferred my sketches onto the board, I put a light coating of fix on it because it was a real soft pencil. And then I had a hard time getting the paint on the board to stay on the board was on it. So it gave it kind of a neat effect though, because it bubbled in some places and it resisted and so.
I think that one with the fact that the clouds on the left are straight and the bottom one is straight too. That helps that one. And I know you were talking about, I agree with Dave on the upper left one could come out a little bit more, but that one, it really works with a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
That's, I think,
Well, because there's a reason for it, and it's just not a nice thing to do.
Well, I can fix the stones on that,
Yeah.
on the one that's not much. I see what you mean. I was trying to think in terms of, there's things staying inside the border and outside the border. But I really didn't realize that almost everything comes out of the border, so there's no reason for those things. That's it.
To do an ad campaign for two different foods that were compatible to be sold together, and then combine them in some way for a promotional thing. And the two things I chose were hot nuts and the island cooler. And the logos were, they're logos, but they were very much designed, packaging in mind, so they're logos, but their emphasis is on packaging. Those are the two labels. The island cooler I wanted to be very simple, without a lot of gadgets or anything. And this is the hot nuts. They didn't. These are color Xeroxes, and the colors didn't come out exactly, but they're close enough, I think. And with hot nuts. The commercial is the character, Eve, from the can. He's sitting there in his study, and he's got a formal English accent, and he's talking about hot nuts and how good they are. And then he eats one of the nuts, and he lets out a howl, and he jumps up out of the camera. And then a voiceover comes on, and it says hot nuts, and the logo keys in over the scene. And it says a civilized snack. And you see his feet like swinging back and forth in the light. And for the hot nuts, I came up with a coupon ad, a black and white newspaper ad. This is blowing up just for presentation. I think the actual size is like 8 columns. Special coating for a wildly different yet surprisingly civilized taste. Available now for $1 off the regular price. Then the wine cooler, this is a commercial for that. And what I was trying to focus on was just that the taste of it was good, and that the consumer's taste mattered more than, whatever taste, all the characters in wine cooler commercials are supposed to have. And basically what happens here is that it shows a guy kind of who looks like Mark Harmon, like the Castaway, casual, attractive looking, saying the island cooler isn't your average wine cooler, and it doesn't have an average taste. And then it cuts to an island where there's like a frieze of characters who are, resemble popular wine characters like Bartles and James and Bruce Willis and that sort of thing. And there's a girl on the end, a pretty girl, and it says if you've had enough wine coolers that seem to stress their different characters rather than their taste, come on over to the island cooler. The wine cooler that tastes different for different tastes. And as he says that, the girl starts walking to the right of the screen, and then she jumps off the island, and then there's a quick cut to all the characters turning their heads to see her go off. And then it cuts to her coming out of the water on the guy's island, and he stands up and gives her an island cooler. And this is the ad. It says, making taste for taste. And it says, we are pleased to announce a special offer from Hot Nuts. When the crate is empty, it will hold 12 of your favorite CDs. And it cuts back to him, he says it all comes over to him. And then it cuts back to the aide, who says, along with your Hot Nuts, a civilized snack. And then a boat comes up with like a
area, meaning how the type works
But
with
the
the actual
pictures
layout.
of the same criticism that we offered before John. Given the subject matter, the type is square and straight.
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing about the hut nuts thing is that, it's the wildly different and surprisingly civilized snack. And that he does go nuts because, the taste is so different, but he's, supposed to, be, supposed to have like a colonial British accent and be dressed, fancy.
Well, we're not saying that the type has to be crazy, but the type should have some distinction. As it is now, it looks like we just took because it was the fourth one down on the list of sans serif. I think that it's not.
For which one?
Well, for instance, for the crate air, that's the one that I most put. It looks rather antiseptic, and I don't think it's an antiseptic.
The one thing I first saw was it bothers me that the headlines aren't in the same place.
Yeah, you notice that particularly the side by side.
But when it's.
But it's okay, yeah, it works all right.
Yeah, I kind of wanted it where you notice it here, and you wouldn't immediately identify it down here.
I like it, the words we chose.
Display that, you plan on displaying it for your BFA, is to then really do the socks of the whole spread, so that the stock and stock.
You mean just indicate
The whole
editorial copy?
Just do
It's when the hands together, side by side like that.
civilized handcraft.
Majors in graphic design. For the past few years, I've kind of been straddling a fence between design and fine art, and never quite been able, knowing what to do as far as I seemed to lurch in one way and then the other. And I was making books and kind of taking it for granted. It was just something I loved to do, and I didn't take it very seriously until last year. And so for my thesis, considering the fact that my whole BFA is all books, what I wanted to do was represent the marriage of my graphic design with my fine art in a book of games that are historically, all of them are a few thousand years old or older. You probably want to come up here because you're not going to be able to see anything right there. This way. Some people know I've had some problems. This is not the finished one. I don't like the thickness of the boards. But basically, this is going to, the way this is going to change is they're going to be cut out so you can see the size of these. This is how I want the box to open. This is basically just a honking for it, where the lid holds it together. So that when you pull it off, it just opens it up. Now I have to dig these out of here. The instruction book is going to be on this paper. It's handmade paper. All of this is catch paper. But I think what I'm going to do, if anyone has any suggestions, I'm more than willing here, is just put a pocket, because it should be smaller to me. Either that or the same size as this, and I don't want that. And basically, I'm just going to have symbols. The name of the game will be on, but also the symbol, part of reduce it down quite a bit, which was my original intention. These I just tacked down because I don't want to put these designs on these boards, but this is what they're going to look like. So they're pretty loose. It's okay. Glue them. That's pretty much it. The way this one's going to change, these negative spaces aren't going to be there on the final one.
It's solid paper?
Solid?
Paper. Solid.
These will, yeah, these aren't permanent, but there will be a string and these will not. This, I don't have the strings in yet because this isn't the board I'm going to use, but the strings are necessary to get the horses out. And all these will like blend in, and these are, you know, move along the game. They play along this game. The center is used also. And then the shells play on these points. They're laid up almost like this. This game preceded Parcheesi. This is the only one that I can relate with any other game that I know. These are basically war games, and these are blockade games. If your opponent has to block you so you can't move, and that's it. There's no capture. These all have captures. This is the most intricate one.
What's the significance of the change in color?
This is where you enter.
I see.
If there has to be an entrance point in this game. That's why. It's explained in the directions. So.
The design of this center, is it based on any authentic symbolism, or is it just something you created that was indicative of the time?
All of the design, the ideas for
It is.
business plan, that's from the island of Java. This is from New Zealand, and that's from China.
Who will display these now?
This is my second set. I'm on my third set. The first one, it was really thin, too thin. One is going to be in the box like this with the lid, probably set near it so you can see the instructions and you can see how this works. And the other one is I like to display completely open, whereas this one would have all the games stacked so you can see what it looks like kind of in the box.
But so it's all going to be on a table as opposed to on a wall?
I don't know how I put it on the wall.
I don't know either, that's why I'm asking.
I'm hoping I can get something, some kind of table
Well,
or
have you
maybe
talked to
a shelf.
But
Oh,
my understanding is that you were all asked to put in specifics of
Right.
stuff that you might have.
Well, originally, I thought this would go in a case, the way I planned it, so that's how I
Well,
wrote
but
it
you
out.
can't wait for the last second. What you ought to do is talk to Ursula. Like, if you now make sure that you then talk to Tom.
He's coming in for a,
My understanding is that he won't be in until it's too late to do anything about
that's
it.
what I thought.
Wednesday
Yeah.
night, he's having a talk on another interview.
So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna catch him tomorrow, possibly just on paper, mount the designs themselves too. You know, if I couldn't put these up, but that would be like the last
There's no reason to
ditch.
there's a last. Now, you're going to decorate this box?
A couple of years ago, it's abstract, there's no copy, it tells a story, but, you know, just visually. And the sides I cut out as a very small one, and to show the edges of the pages because they were decorated, not this thick, they're like real thin. And I felt like I wanted to do the same thing because of the color and because of the interest in the sides of the boards, so that this isn't just a box sitting there, you see part of it. And Dominic had an idea, he said, do a die cut. There are the 4 sides on the top, do a die cut of part of each design, not the whole thing, but maybe part of the pattern, one of, a symbol like,
Also,
like I
if
did
you're
with
going
the book.
to talk to decorate some element of the design to give it some visual.
That little line color. This is the one that was still wet, that I didn't see. I almost want to switch the green and the purple on these two, because I can't find enough green in here to justify this green border. Whereas I think the purple would be really nice. Yeah, I think you're Yeah, right. this green would be really Because of these. I thought of the purple with the scarabs, but you're right. It's just, these will come up, we're just like, so I want to save these designs.
One thing about your instruction booklet, it's curious to me why that's sort of split.
It will be. This is yeah, it's definitely a use where I was talking about that earlier. This is just the size, the paper. I wanted to make the paper with the right paper. I mean, cutting it down is no problem. It's not finished, as far as I know.
Make them come together as a whole. designs all work well with each other. It was,
And it's old yet it's contemporary too.
yeah, that's something that was really, really, I felt was really important. I mean, I could have like done these on with the molds.
Yeah.
Okay, but it was really sticking and falling out, and you can see like pulled up parts of these areas. So the monofilament should hold the paper at all. No, I'll be the next set will be about this.
For question, I asked myself the same question, and this was my least favorite. But now that I've gotten closer, I see a lot in here that I hadn't seen from over there. I think that some of the individual elements of their design really fish the center section. I think they're all very interesting.
I think for a long time I didn't like this one very
I
much.
like that.
I mean, actually it wasn't until I put the board together and made the pieces that enough to put together 2 or 3 books. None of it. I've never made anything in ceramics. I've made paper, but I never cast paper before. And the designs are not anything like anything I've ever done before. And that was part of doing this, was I really wanted, because of what I'm going to go back to school in bookmaking. I mean, it's going to be the focus of everything I do. And this year was the first year I've really had to completely focus on just bookmaking. And I really wanted, well, I'm in like a safe place, you know, where I can explore anything with all the equipment. Once I get out, I don't have all the equipment. I want to take full advantage of everything that I could in doing this book and in learning.
It's kind of interesting. There really have only been 2 people in the 5 years I've been here who have chosen subjects for their final thesis based on never having done anything, sort of an experimental year. And in one case, the student failed for the first half a year, threw everything out the window and started over, and then succeeded, did an admirable job. And you had obviously major problems with the production of this piece, and yet you succeeded too. So. And it was a very worthwhile experience for the other student, which I'm glad to hear it was for you too. It'd be a shame if it wasn't after all this effort.
Oh God, it was real scary. To be honest, it really was. I didn't know they'd ever come together because of the problems I was having. But I'm really happy with all of it. Even the ones that I thought I wasn't that happy with, like Moods for Air, you know, once I put it together, I felt differently.
Did I understand you correctly? That you are not going to decorate these boxes in any way except possibly to manipulate the stock?
I don't know about putting this. I might use it. You know? I mean, I was thinking of things, but I think I really want a title on the top of the box, because other than that, it's a box, and I want it to be more identifiable as something different, and that there's something inside that you want.
One from each game, and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that.
With the title.
With the title. And maybe not dates, but I wouldn't.
What's invested into this thing, basically?
Well, if you look at the side, it's very simple that when they're stacked, it seems to be some sort of communication, manipulation or something. Once the box opens, it's open, it kind of becomes very secondary. That when it's sitting there all closed, it's got to look as a certain piece on its own.
Could you stack them for us?
Yeah.